Good morning, California. Welcome to Coffee and News, brought to you by my book, Simply and Easy 12 Steps to Embracing Common Sense and Rejecting Stupidity. More communism afoot in California. But before we get into this thing, let's get a word in from our sponsor. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Mahalo Hosting. Mahalo Hosting offers competitive rates for domain names and web hosting. Why register a star in your name when your name can be your domain? Mahalo Hosting also offers custom high-level domains like .photography, .club, .us, and .tv. Visit www.mahalohosting.com today. All right, let's see what we can sink our teeth into this morning. From the California Globe, dated December 5th, 2024. My favorite Attorney General and Soros-funded Attorney General, Rob Bonta, doubles down on limiting state, local participation in immigration enforcement. Bonta is just grandstanding here. No cojones. By Evan Simon. In a statement on Wednesday, Attorney General Rob Bonta announced updates to policies and recommendations to help guide public institutions in complying with California law limiting state and local participation in immigration enforcement activities, adding more to his attempt to block new, tougher immigration policies next year. For the last month, Bonta, as well as the Democratic California lawmakers, have rallied against President-elect Donald Trump's proposed migrant policy changes, such as a ramping up of deportation efforts against illegal immigrants and stricter border measures. Entire cities have also gotten into it, with Los Angeles City Council voting to make the city a sanctuary city a few weeks ago. Governor Gavin Newsom also recently proposed a $25 million going to legal defense fund to challenge immigration enforcement authorities for Bonta. It has also meant attempting legal challenges against Trump, as well as strengthening California sanctuary state laws, despite the numerous issues with them. On Wednesday, Bonta went even further, announcing updated guidance on SB 54, sanctuary state laws. This included reiterating that hospitals, libraries, shelters, schools, and courthouses were safe spaces for illegal immigrants. No matter who is in the White House in California, we will continue to lead with California values. Whose values? I've got to question that. They want their values to be pushed upon us. I don't remember anybody putting a vote to in Los Angeles to making this a sanctuary city. I don't. Did you put a vote? Los Angeles, did you guys vote to make it a sanctuary city, or did the elected officials? Basically, a tyrannical move, in my opinion. But I digress, and you know what they say about opinions. Let's see. I completely lost my place, so I'll just go ahead and I'll just start from here. No matter who is in the White House in California, we will continue to lead the California values. Oh yeah, we're back on the values. California is the most diverse state in the nation, and immigrants are the backbone of our economy, history, and culture. We will not be caught flat-footed if the president-elect follows through on his threats of mass deportation. And we will not allow safe spaces like libraries, hospitals, and courthouses to be co-opted and commandeered for his I like the verbiage, inhumane immigration agenda, said Bonta. Many public institutions already have policies in place for how to respond to immigration enforcement authorities. And we advise those who do not to make a plan today. Do I even know how to read? And we advise those who do not to make a plan today. Whatever. My office will continue to use the full force of the law and every tool at our disposal to protect the rights of California immigrants. And we need staff at these critical locations. Oh, yeah, just hire more government employees. And we need the staff at these critical locations to do the same. We cannot let the Trump deportation machine create a culture of fear and mistrust that prevents immigrants from accessing vital public services. On your tax dollar, I mean, we've got a 15% tax rate, and we continue to spend more money hand over fist, even though we have a $55 billion deficit. Oh, and not to mention the $24 billion conservative estimate regarding the homeless debacle. Basically, all of that money just disappeared and there's no accountability for it. Mm. These are the people that we put into office, right? He also reiterated that state courthouses, public health care facilities, and public schools are required to limit support of immigration enforcement activity. All other facilities, such as libraries, are encouraged to do so. You can tell that you can tell what Bonta is trying to do, explained lawyer James Haynes at the Globe on Wednesday. He's trying to get everything bolstered so people become as non-compliant as possible when it comes to illegal immigrants. But here's the thing: the incoming administration has vowed to put more ICE agents in sanctuary states and cities. Plus, Trump has said he wants to focus on illegal immigrant criminals first when they are dealing with criminals. This is the key part. The federal government's coming in to do what your state and local government should be doing, but they're too busy basically peacocking and saying, "Oh, how humanitarian we are," or whatever. All right, let's get. Plus, Trump said that he wants to focus on illegal immigrant criminals first, and they're dealing with criminals. Local law enforcement actually has to help at this point, right? Criminality, right? So is this why? I'm just curious if this is why Oakland is continued to lay off police officers so they don't have enough police officers to help ICE agents. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just thinking outside the box, but what the hell? Bonta is just grandstanding here. If they want to deport illegal immigrants, they'll easily find a way to do it with or without local help. So a more closed border and deportations. Bonta knows he can't stop it, and this. Bonta knows he can't stop it, and this. All right, I can't read apparently. It's just saying that illegal immigrants can still do needed things. That's it. The question is what Bonta will do when the first law enforcement officials in the state start assisting ICE, because that will happen. Will he throw the book at them, or will it be something more substantial? Attorney General Bonta is expecting to continue to strengthen state immigration policies heading into January. This article is by Evan Simon. I do have a quick, and this was actually stated by Homer. Was it? Who's the new? Let's take a look. Who is the new? Borders are. I think his name is new borders are. Whose new borders are Trump administration? I think his last name's Homer. Let's take a look in real time. Let's find his name. Here's the Guardian. Let's pop into the Guardian real quick. New border Tom Homan. I was right. So Tom Homan's new border guard, and there is a video going out on the interwebs, basically quoting. Let's see if I can find it. One other thing. Let's do some research. This is actually the fun part of this video, like where we could actually start looking at some facts. So he starts quoting. U.S. I think it's Civil Code Section 1324 regarding offenses. And this is the one where he brings a point to. He looks at 1324 triple I. Makes it an offense for any person who, knowing or in reckless disregard of the fact that an alien has come to, entered, or remains in the United States in violation of the law, conceals, harbors, or shields from detection, or attempts to conceal, harbor, or shield from detection, such as alien, in any place, including any building or any means of transportation. So I guess this would also include those hospitals and courthouses and so on and so forth that Rob Bonta uh, so I mean, I just like to see if like I mean, what really transpires. I mean, is are they going to dig their heels in and double down and prevent the feds from doing what it is that they need to do? You know, who the hell knows? I mean, it's almost like an episode of The Young and the Restless, man. All this drama everywhere. But this is what, gets people all worried and in a tizzy. For the most part, I mean, I come from a family of immigrants. I believe immigration is a good thing. However, allowing criminals and people to take over entire apartment buildings across the U.S. Is a little sick and demented. Um, so this is interesting. This photo looks like it was photoshopped. Look at this shadowing back here. It doesn't match the background. And I seriously doubt he was in San Francisco when this shot was taken. Just looks photoshopped. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Anyways, time for a shameless plug. All right, so links are in the description. I've got links for that section 1324 in the description. I also have links to my books on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and Google Play. Again, simping ain't easy. 12 steps to embracing common sense and rejecting stupidity. Oh, this was a cool little thing that I saw while I'm here. Now, obviously, I'm a new author, so I don't have a lot of feedback, but this was really cool. Hopefully, I can find it. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm just killing. I just hate. It's dead air. Eventually, at some point in time, maybe I got to do 50 episodes or something where I become completely comfortable in. But this was kind of cool. This is from Goodreads. Dun, dun, dun. This is kind of neat. I don't necessarily want to give the person's name just to keep that. But here's what was said. Simping Ain't Easy, 12 Steps to Embracing Common Sense and Rejecting Stupidity is a self-help and memoir philosophy book that challenges norms and encourages personal responsibility. It is an empowering masterpiece that urges readers to seize control of their lives and unleash their potential. I think the big part of this is the accountability part. I mean, I talk about politicians all the time, but I also talk about the fact that we, the people, continue to put these douchebags into office. That's another thing I got to work on. If I got to get monetized by real companies, I got to stop dropping F bombs. Anyways, this is it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you, mean it.